everybody. Sport Federation TV. Nice to have you with us. So here we go. I promised you, talking to you about some of the very best in life-saving, and yes, in studio with me now. They've just come back from the World Championships. You'll of course remember that before the World Championships for South African life-saving and Western Cape life-saving, we interviewed a number of our athletes and administrators who are on their way to Australia to compete in the World Championships. Well, they're now back. And they've brought the medals back. And in studio with me is Eve Abrahams and Jake Hutton. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
All right. So Eve, we've had you in studio before. Did you know that this was going to happen, or is this? Are you surprised?
No, I knew this.
You knew this was going to happen. All right, Jake. Let's go to you. First World Champs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about it. Your preparation. You know, what were your thoughts going into this?
Preparation, I had my coaches, Joel, Bruce, and obviously personal trainers and physios. I had a little bit of an injury before I went in, so I was just focused on that, like a little bit stressed.
Did you have a specific discipline that was your speciality? Before we tell everybody that's watching here what you brought back and the code, but I know that you guys in life-saving, you've got boards and sprints and relays. Have you got a one that's your baby?
My specialty is definitely the flags and sprints. Yeah.
So did you know that this was where you were gonna go to? Wasn't Sydney, right?
Gold Coast.
In the Gold Coast, yeah. That was what you were gonna go and aim for.
Yeah, it was.
Well, now I suppose we can tell everybody, congratulations! You come back to South Africa as world champion for flags.
Yeah.
All right. So, Eve, you as well, you were also specializing a little bit before.
Yeah.
You as well, together, in fact, also world champion.
Yeah.
All right, guys, do you understand that this is a pretty big deal? Congratulations. I think the whole world is watching you right now. How do you feel about it, Eve?
It's a pretty big deal. I mean, I've thought I've dreamt about being a world champ for flags for so long, and it finally came true, and it's kind of feels surreal, you know?
And you, Jake, did they get a bus and a ticket tape parade and everything like that?
Not quite, but I mean, it feels, as you said, it doesn't really feel real, even though you know it's happened and it has been a goal for a really long time, and to be able to achieve it, it feels really great. How
did it feel for you guys, knowing and looking at you now? You're both wearing the green and gold. You're wearing the protea, the national emblem of South Africa. You're going overseas. You're coming up against the Aussies and the rest of the world flying the flag for South Africa, which is a unique thing. How did that feel for you guys? Oh, I don't know, Jake, was that something in your mind that, you're proudly South Africa?
Yeah, I mean, going in, meeting all the people from the other countries, I think our whole team were very proud, even in the opening ceremony, singing, and just bringing our culture there to Australia. We were all very proud to be then representing our country, and we just wanted to do our best.
Was there a vibe there, Eve? Was everybody having fun?
I think the South Africans definitely brought the most here because, I mean, that's what we're known for. Yeah. So, we'll walk and we'll be singing, or we'll have a speaker with us, and you can even see we interact with some of the teams the most, and we're just happy to be there in general.
So how much time did you have in terms of arriving before you actually started participating in your first event?
I think we had about a week, maybe 5 days. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you do during that time?
We climatized, and then we did a little bit of training, some preparation. We went down to the beach. We did some track sessions. Yeah. It was just trying to get a feel of the team as well, and yeah.
Jake, so also, was it the same for you? Were you guys together having opportunity to kind of warm up and get used to the space?
Yeah, I mean, we were together for the whole thing, and as you said, when we went down to the beach, we just get a feel for the sand and clear our systems out from traveling, because you know, it can be quite tough. Your body can feel weird. So throughout those few days, we just got ready for the competition, got used to the sand.
And you guys had still water and surf competitions.
Yeah.
Did you do both, or did everybody do both, or how does it work?
So basically, I think everybody did a bit of both. Even us as beach athletes, we did some swimming events as well. So everyone had a turn.
So Eve, let's talk a little bit about your successes here. Jake won the World Championships in flags, but you also won the World Championships in flags, and then you got a gold medal also in the beach relay.
Yes.
that's a unique achievement for someone from South Africa.
Yeah. So I think we've placed before in a world champs for South Africa, but I don't think a girls beach relay team has ever come first. So it was a pretty big achievement for us, especially we were talking about it. We were just thinking to ourselves, like, there's no ways that we can't win this because we had trained so hard and our team was so strong and so good. And I think we molded well together that it felt like it can't go wrong for us.
And then you went on to win in the Stillwater event as well.
Yeah, so me and Holly Smith from Fishhook, we were in a line 13 together, and we came third in that event, yeah.
So I understand Fishhook Lifesaving brought back 3 world championships, Fishhook Lifesaving.
Yes, 3 gold medals.
And just to make sure, Big Bay, also on the map, you brought back the sole medal for Big Bay?
Yeah.
Of course, you guys competed as a national and a club structure.
Yeah, we did. So for the national structure, we were all under our own clubs still, but under the SA team. And then into clubs, I wasn't actually for Big Bay, I was for Clifton, but my home club is Big Bay. So yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know, it's kind of like a loan deal type thing. I was there under Clifton's banner just for that competition, so I could join in on team events and stuff. But now I'm back at my home club, yeah.
Were there multiple clubs from South Africa, or was?
I think Clifton, which he competed for, and Fishhook, I competed under. Those are the only 2 South African clubs there.
Okay, so hence the reason you had to jump in there.
I mean, from the national comp, there were a few people that stayed on for the interclubs one. So there was individual competitors like Tyne van Achtenberg. He was for Scottborough by himself, but these are different provinces.
Yeah.
And then the Harkesses, Nicola Harkes for Woodridge. So there were a few, but it was individual.
Do you guys get to meet the other guys before the tournaments, or do you only see them when it's SA champs and interprovincials and that? Socialize?
We see them on training camps, but other than that, if we don't see them in our own time, it's more during the competitions. So
So if the competition itself, the flags, for example, how many days of competition was that? How does the format work?
So we did Cirque the first day, which is like a simulated rescue process where they put athletes into the pool area and they simulate like a rescue scenario that they have to go through. So that took up a whole day, our first day of competition. And then for the next 2 days, juniors were at the beach, and we spread out all our events over those 2 days, and then we moved over to the pool for the last 2 days.
Yeah. So do you then compete? How long does the competition take? I mean, when you're actually doing the flags, is it? It's a straight sprint, right?
So for sprints, I think I did 4 runs.
Yeah.
For flags, I think I did 32. So it was because they were it was, I think, 32.
Jake, how does that work? 32 runs, when Eve talks about it like that, is that's a run and someone gets disqualified, and then you run and someone gets disqualified, is that right?
Yes, so basically they split up all the competitors into a few heats, and they would run those individually, and on each round they'll take out 1 competitor at a time, and they'll basically work that down to a semi-final. And then whoever goes out in the semi-final gets a point for their national team, and that's called the B final. And they'll work all of this down straight to the final
until
in like one session, and then they'll have a break, and then they'll have the final where they still 1 by 1 down to the last person.
How many people are the last? Is it 2?
So the final there'll be 8 people,
and then they whittle it down to 2.
Down to 2, but but when it comes down to winning the flag, the last one standing, it's just you and 1 other person.
Yes.
Is it nerve-wracking?
Very.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So I have to ask you guys a last question, because this is still life-saving. Life-saving is still actually about saving lives and looking after people, which is what you guys do. When you're not competing, you're still on the beach. You're looking after the people and trying to keep us all safe. But in Australia, was there lifesavers for the lifesavers?
Yes. There was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys were still being made sure that you were all safe and okay. So there was lifesavers for the lifesavers. If I'm someone who's watching the show right now and I wanted to start lifesaving, what would you say? What's the best way for me to get started?
So the best way for you to get started was to go to your closest lifesaving club.
Yeah.
So you could go to Fishhook Lifesaving, Big Bear, and you could ask them how to like register. So as under 13, then you can register as a nipper, and you do training and you start comps.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you start going into programs where you do your courses and you become a lifesaver.
So Jake, yeah, same question for you from a Big Bay point of view. If I'm living in the area and I want to start lifesaving and I want to be like you guys and go and win beach flags and relays and everything, can I just come to Big Bay and join?
You can join, you can become a member.
Yeah.
But to qualify as a lifeguard, you have to do, if you're 15 years old, you do your JLA course, and that can take about a month or two.
Okay.
And then once you're qualified, you're able to compete. You can sit duties and watch the beach, and yeah. And then from there, it just goes up. You don't really do as much. You retest every year, but that's basically how you become a member.
I suppose one of the best ways to get hold of you guys is to go to the Western Cape Lifesaving page, website.
Yes, yeah.
Or even Facebook.
DHL Lifesaving.
Or
page,
DHL Lifesaving and sign up.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys getting ready for summer now to do lots of lifesaving.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to leave it at that. Congratulations. Amazing achievement. I think it's mind-blowing the success that you guys have had. And we're super proud of you. We hope that the buses are still coming to take you guys to meet the mayor and the minister and all that. And we'll say congrats and get you back soon.
Thank you so much.
There we go, folks. Western Cape Lifesaving, flying the flag. Eve Abrahams and Jake Hutton, world champions, multiple world champions for South Africa. We're so proud. We'll talk to you more about lifesaving in the weeks to come. Do not miss the show. We'll be back after the break. Don't go away.